Hey, Germany, stick to making sausages. We're going to talk a little bit today about how I despise German cars for the most part. Some of the smaller models are actually pretty decent, but the bigger the model gets, the higher in number, the more over-engineered just for the sake of over-engineered it gets. It's kind of useless and it's kind of junk. It doesn't age well. It breaks really quick. The interior doesn't hold up. None of the plastic parts last longer than a couple years, it seems like. Everything that can deteriorate deteriorates fairly fast. And I don't know if it's because our climate's different in the States or if they just build junk cars, but it's probably the latter. So, and they're aggravating to work on. They're aggravating to work on. They pay pretty decent, but they're still aggravating. It's just, it shouldn't be as complicated as it is to do some of these jobs. So like this car, we did a passenger side door regulator, and her driver side door regulator went bad yesterday before she brought it. So come around here and let me show you what we got going on. So what happens, actually, let me show you the regulator first. So what happens with a regulator is if you have a regulator that breaks and binds up, like this one does, there's a wheel that goes in the center, and then this cable starts to bind up in it, and it locks the door glass in place. You can't get it up or down. Everything is bound and mashed together. So most domestic cars, you can just get in here with a pair of diagonal cutters and just snip the cable or something and just relieve the tension. You can slide the door glass up to where you need it, and you can get to your clamps or your bolts or whatever holds your door glass, pull them loose and roll your door glass right out, no problem. But I get the idea. The idea is pretty nice, but this is how this door is put together. So there's no access here to get inside of the door to cut the cable to relieve the tension, to bring the door glass up to a place. See, this is where you get to the bolts on this door that hold the door glass. You can't, once it binds up, there's no way to get in here and relieve the tension so that you can get this regulator off, because you got to unbolt the door glass. It rolls up out of the top, and then the regulator comes out separate. The panel comes out separately, and then the regulator is attached to it. You take it, put it over on the stand, replace the regulator on the panel. Now it's put in here with a bunch of pop rivets. And the pop rivets is, I like the idea because it's real tight. It holds real well, but it just makes it atrocious to get apart. I'm in here with a drill, a center punch, and you're getting all this knocked out. And meanwhile, this door glass is bound, and I'm trying to figure out a way that we can relieve the tension to get it up so we can get it out, because the regulator won't pull loose if the door glass is still attached to it. It has to be separate. And some cars you can kind of wiggle and make some room. This one, there is no wiggle room. It's just stuck. But luckily on this one, we pulled the motor off of it. It's got 3, I think it's T25 screws on the motor there. You pop the motor off of it, and then I was able to take a hook tool and pull this wheel out and grab these cables and just yank them out until I finally got it freed up and I can get it to move. Luckily this one failed like that, but if it had bound up somewhere here or somewhere on this other one, there wouldn't have been any way to get that door glass up and down in order to actually get it out of the door. For the love of God, don't buy German cars. They're just, God, they're junk. They're so terrible. Stick to domestic or Japanese. Domestic and Japanese is the way to go. So, not this junk.